I recently hit, as you saw, a 200 kilogram deadlift milestone. Now, that's not my PB. My PB is actually 290. Yeah, it's close to 300. The road to 300 will come back at some point. But for the last 2 years, that's right, the last 2 years, I haven't hit any more than 200 kilograms. And the reason being, obviously, one, the pandemic. For 1.5 years, or maybe even a little bit more, the gyms weren't practically open at all. I had no access to any barbells or any real weights at all, apart from a couple of light kettlebells. And I maintained as much as I could, but I was cycling, running, doing all the things to keep me fit, but not necessarily to keep me strong. So I did lose a significant amount of strength. Not loads of strength, just enough to not really hit those, big lifts anymore, like the 290s or whatever. So I came back to the gym, feeling good, hitting it hard, because obviously I'm trying to recoup what I've got, and maybe got a little bit too excited, and of course it led to an injury, which leads me to this video. Injury is part of a process of your training. At some point in time, you are going to get injured. Now, I want to relate this to a study that has been shown over athletes, and this is athletes, as professional athletes, as high professional coaches. These are people who know exactly what they're doing. They're technically proficient. They eat well, they sleep well, they know how to program, they know how to train efficiently. Now, that means that overall, that these people are way superior to the average trainer in the gym, way superior to the person who's just doing it for building a nice looking body, or just trying to get strong in the gym in general. So these superior athletes, for every 1,000 hours, they will incur an injury. Now, 1,000 hours over the course of 3 years relates to probably around about 7 hours a week. So superior athletes are definitely training more than 7 hours per week. But let's say the average person is training around about 7 hours per week, because let's face it, you do about an hour and a half in the gym 5 times a week. It's going to go over 7 hours a week. Some may train less, some may train more, but let's just say the average is 7 hours per week. That relates to 3 years. You're going to get injured once over 3 years. But unfortunately, due to the technicalities of your ability compared to these superior athletes, you may incur injuries a little bit more frequently due to the nature of not being able to program as well, technically as well, sleep as well, eat as well. There are other factors involved, but then you maybe not train as much. So let's relate this out. You are probably going to get injured between every 1 to 3 years. And of course, this is part of your training regime. If there is an injury that's going to occur, you have to deal with it. You have to look at it yourself without ego there, without too many emotions, because of course, all we want to do is get back to what we were doing. We want to be strong again. But what we're not doing is relating it to the inefficiencies of what's going on. Is it a technical breakdown, for instance? Or is it a case that you're just lifting too heavy too often, so your programming's off? Are you not sleeping well? Are you not eating properly? Is it a case that what is going on is you're not firing the right muscles, and you need to maybe have some rehab or work on other muscles that can bring, your whole body up to spec, so you're not constantly getting the same injuries? So the whole point of this video, just like myself, just like anyone else, at some point in time, you will get injured. But what matters the most is what you do after that. What matters the most is if you're going to set a rehab routine. Are you going to find a sports therapist? Are you going to find a coach who could help you, drive you to that next level, whilst also recovering you at the same time? So those injuries probably won't occur again. You may get niggles or new injuries, but that is also going to occur as well. And it's how we program that going forward. So the point of this video is, if you do not have someone in line that can help you and you're not sure what to do, of course you can comment below. I will help you and guide you, through this process. Alternatively, you can private message me, or I would say seek out a coach in your local area, and that way you'll probably find you're going to self progressing a lot quicker, recovering a lot faster, and injuring a lot less. Now, I hope this video has helped. This video is very integral and very important. And of course, it stands to sit home to me very well at the moment, because I am slowly recovering from the injury, slowly getting back to that 300 kilogram milestone. You never know. We'll see. Keep an eye on the latest videos. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. And remember to share this one, and like you like.